Hello, good evening, and welcome back. Muslim discovers Pret sandwich he'd been eating for 12 years isn't halal. Oh my god, it's almost as if we live in a country without Sharia law. Did it say it was halal certified? No, it didn't. Why is this a story? Because, hey, trying to cling to the victim narrative. Gotta get some juicy victim coins. Some victimhood currency. We all know how juicy that is. A Muslim man has hit out at Pret because he thinks his favourite sandwich is not halal. Oh no, it's God tempting you. It's Allah, who is also the devil. Hang on, wait. Khalid Kadir, I've tried, has been eating his lunch at Pret for the past 12 years, and his go-to sandwich is the tuna mayo baguette. First world problems. Which at least makes it different from home, doesn't it? Yeah. He never imagined it was made with anything more than tuna mayonnaise and some slices of cucumber, until he noticed a new ingredients label on the sandwich wrapper a few weeks ago. Well, if it was that simple, make it yourself, mate. The tax advisor, got to put his job description in, discovered white wine vinegar was a listed ingredient which he believes is not halal and goes against his religious beliefs. It's great, isn't it, how... Because you got no true Muslim, it's like no true Scotsman. You got to say, and he believes it's not halal, because others might do, and they're also okay, because, hang on, at what point does Muslim become protected, and how extreme until then they're not protected? How does this work? If you actually think it through, then you find it all just merges into each other. It's not cut and dry, is it? So while it's now listed as ingredient on the plastic wrapper, there was no mention of wine vinegar on the fridge labels in the store. Right, doesn't say it's halal though. Pret has been putting full detailed ingredient list on its sandwiches following the deaths of 2 customers who suffered allergic reactions. Yes, and as far as I'm concerned, it's down to somebody who has that problem to look out for themselves, essentially. Unless you want to ban anything which is like that, ban anything that somebody could possibly have an allergic reaction to ruin it for everybody else, then that ain't going to happen. At that point, where you're going to have the black market for peanuts. Yeah, and then we all know that just makes more people prone to the allergic reactions, in which case you're just making society weaker. But hey, maybe that's the entire plan, isn't it? So, Mr. Kadir said alcohol is like a nut allergy for staunch Muslims as they have zero tolerance towards it. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It will not kill you. So, no, it isn't. It is like a vegan not eating any animal products. That's what it is like, because it is a choice. It is your choice. So it is not like a nut allergy. He told Metro.co.uk, being a Muslim, I can't consume anything with alcohol. And there's probably thousands of Muslims who buy products from Pret. Literally dozens of us. But it gets better. Can't consume anything with alcohol. So where is that threshold? You might think, that's obvious. It's like beer and wine, depending on how you read the Quran, because then if it's saying the grapes, okay, never mind. Let's skip over that. It's quite simple then, isn't it? So okay, right, but it gets better, and he's just not backing down. So, Mr. Kadir from London complained to the manager of the local store, and the matter was eventually escalated to Pret CEO Clive Schlee. Yes, he was able to get it. The fact that it had some white wine vinegar on it, he was able to get that to the CEO. How ridiculous. The CEO said his technicians have been calculating the alcohol content of the white wine vinegar in the tuna mayo baguette. We have now established it contains much less than even a trace amount, and is certainly well below the labelling threshold. And it gets better. By way of comparison, there is much less alcohol than you would find in most orange juices. Yeah. Because if you ferment fruit, then you get alcohol. It's part of the fermentation process. So Pruno, which is prison wine, is basically where they just get a load of oranges and they ferment them. It was done on the Modern Rogue, if you want to have a look at that. So, yeah, any fermented fruit makes alcohol. Like cider, for example, that's a classic. Or ferment barley, get beer. Basically just fermentation produces alcohol. As that's a chemical group, anyway, like ethanol, methanol. So, we're saying it's slower than in most juices, like orange juices. So you might have thought, story ends there. The guy goes, okay, well, we can have juice, but you might be thinking, hang on, I know where this is going. Yeah, you do. Of course, the Muslims don't like the juice. I can't help myself. So, Mr. Kadir later met the CEO in person. What a lucky son of a gun. Wow, It's surprising how many privileges these oppressed minorities have, isn't it? Really. I met him at one of his stores in London, but he still felt like his concern had been dismissed. He said, "Our tolerance to alcohol is nil. There's no margin here." He added, "It feels like it's my responsibility to check the ingredients on the website." Yeah. Yeah, if you have some personal preferences, or even if it is an allergy, then yeah, you've got to check for yourself. We can't be responsible for that. We don't know. We don't know. But I love it that he says it's nil, which means he cannot have any fermented food. It's like, dude, have you ever eaten some fruit that tasted a little bit off? Because there's some alcohol in there. It's almost as if this writing was written centuries before science as an established fact was created, before the period of enlightenment, before the agricultural industrial revolution, and science as we know it today, the study of nature to be more broad. It's almost as if it was created before that. It didn't have some sort of deity influence, and they didn't know what they were talking about. Almost, isn't it? Almost enough to make you question your religion. But we know you can't do that because you'll be killed. No, it's okay because we don't have Sharia law, so you won't be killed. Right, guys? Because we don't allow Sharia law at all, do we? And we're definitely going to protect the apostates more than the radicals, aren't we? No? Oh, okay, yeah, right. I know. So to some extent it is to check the ingredients myself, but to a greater extent he should take responsibility that his Muslim customers have been consuming alcohol. Oh my god, no. They might enjoy life. Oh no. Whether it's 1% or 0.1%, it's even less than that, mate, to be trace. There is zero tolerance is like a nut allergy. No, it isn't. No, it's like veganism. That's what it is like. It is a choice, and you don't have to do it. But yes, apparently he should take responsibility as Muslim customers have been consuming alcohol. But how far do you want to go into this? Do you want to say, okay, well, also, in the Quran, you're not allowed to have any new technology. So, dude, what are you saying? It seems like you're violating it as well. So basically, you're just cherry picking. You're picking and choosing. So who cares? Then it's down to you. Unless you want us to say, oh, when you come in, it's like, hang on, let's racially profile this man. He seems to be brown and from Arab descent. Are you a Muslim? Because you should read this board first. We're not going to serve you before you've definitely checked it, because we don't want to get in trouble. It's like, hang on, now you're racially profiling. Yeah, because this is what you want. Is that it? Or should we label everything as halal and not halal, even if it doesn't need to be said it's not halal? Or only list things that are halal? Is that going to be a brand new requirement? So if something is halal, label it as such. Yeah, you could do that. I know the Iconoclast wanted to push through a petition a little while ago, a few years ago, I believe, saying that if something is halal, let it be named as such, because people who don't support halal practices of the essentially animal cruelty, considering the barbaric way they do it, they haven't evolved at all, then you don't have to support it, because more people buy halal than they think they do. So just even it out with a bit of pork every now and then. So let's finish up then. We always encourage anyone with specific dietary needs to speak to a team member or visit our website to check whether a product is suitable for them. Yes, having worked in food retail myself, I can tell you that if somebody asks questions, we just point them in the right place and say, here's all the information you need, please decide for yourself, can't do anything about it. And also in airlines, you've probably heard that, we are travelling with somebody who has a severe peanut allergy, it is airborne, so please do not consume any nuts you may have bought in the terminal, do not consume them on board, and we will not be serving any nuts from the cart today. Yeah, because somebody's actually told the airline, and they can do something about it, but if they don't, then they can't do anything about it, unless you want an outright ban, but we know that ain't gonna happen, at which point people aren't going to be prepared, and people will suffer more. Because you think, nobody has nuts, so we don't need these EpiPens. It's like, yeah, you do, because somebody will. And well, is there ever a bad time we're making law-abiding citizens criminals overnight? Is that ever bad? Clearly not. But yes, this man clearly wants the company to decide his life for him, but considering he comes from a society which encourages slavery, then I suppose that's understandable. Maybe he just likes other men telling him what to do. Yeah. Anyway, that's all for me. Have a good evening, and I'll see you next time.